Hello, Matt. It's good to see you again.
And you?
We've obviously had the announcement this morning regarding Tommy Wright taking a break from the game of football. The statement obviously states the reasons why. Just wanted to get your thoughts on the decision he made and your discussions with him in that thought process.
Yeah, it's something I was aware of probably 10 days, 2 weeks ago, when Tommy first had the conversation with me and informed me of how he was feeling. At the time, he still wanted to be involved in obviously training and part of the squad. But as the week went on, we got closer to the weekend, we didn't feel that was right on both parties really. And myself and Bruce, when I met Tommy and his mum and dad on Saturday morning, and we just feel, first and foremost, sometimes football, as much as we love it and we're passionate about it and we all want to do well, that sometimes it's got to take a back seat, and it certainly does in issues like this. So, Tommy, will not be with us for the foreseeable future. How long that will be is completely up to Tommy, and it's down to him really. As a club, we've helped and contacted relevant sources to get him the professional help that he needs. And this is something that we need to take serious, and mental health in the game and in life generally is a serious issue. So we as a football club will continue to support Tommy in everything he needs to get back to the full bill of health and back playing football as soon as possible.
He's very sad obviously to hear. We all wish him well here at Sutton United. His on-the-pitch performances this season, when he has been playing, have been very influential at times. He's scored a few key goals for Sutton this year. How did you see him as a player and also as a figure in the dressing room?
Listen, he's a great lad. I've always liked him. He's a good personality. He's good in the dressing room, sort of off the pitch, but on the pitch, it took him a little while to get going. But he'd been out for however long with a cruciate injury. He's not going to hit the ground running. No one does when you come back from such a serious injury like that. But once he got that little bit of a game time in him and a run of games, it was no coincidence sort of with our results sort of changing, with Omar being back fit, Tommy being back fit and fitter if you like, with Eastie as well, who's a bit stop-start this season, with obviously the signing of Zanev as well as Louis John. That he's been influential in our turn of form if you like since early November. So as I say, it's disappointing, but I can't, look and focus on that. The focus has got to be on Tommy Wright and getting him back better as soon as possible.
Yeah. So onto the match on Saturday. We have to look back at that. You obviously spoke to BT on the day, but we want to get your thoughts on the game against Barrow. A very good draw, a result which does obviously mean that you can continue your unbeaten run of 11 in 12. How key is it though that the result on Saturday boosts your hopes onto the next few games?
Just to reflect on Saturday then, just really not happy with the first half performance. It just wasn't us at all. Both without the ball, our shape, our organisation wasn't up to scratch on what the information that we gave the players, myself and Jason, on the Friday. It wasn't there in the first half, and certainly wasn't good enough on the ball, and certainly not us. So is there different factors? Yeah, the conditions maybe. We could have certainly played better in the first half. We hadn't played for 3 weeks, maybe just the sharpness of it. I don't know, I'm not making excuses there really, but bottom line is I don't think we were good enough. We changed that at half time and reiterated a few points to what we wanted. And second half, I thought we were outstanding and really caused Barrow, who are top of the league and the best team in the league at the moment for the reason that they are top. Over the 2 games that we've played, I'd say 3 of the 4 halves we've really been on top and caused them problems. So I thought we played what we want to. Will Randall really got on the ball. David Adjaboy was causing threats. Omar Tanto got down the side. We were hurting them in many areas, and to come back from 2-0 down to get back to 2-2. If anyone was going to go on and win it was us. And but as you say, it was another good point, if you like. It's 4 draws in a row, and now it means we're only 1 defeat in 13. So we've got to certainly take the positives from the second half and from our run that we're on. But looking forward to getting the next win soon. Yep,
and obviously it was Isaac and Callum's first home games on Saturday. You assessed them for the first time in a match-going situation. Obviously they've trained a lot, but how impressed were you with Isaac's performance and Callum's contribution towards the end of the game?
Yeah, they're both really given us a lift in that attacking options, which is what I wanted. And I did that before I knew obviously the Tommy Wright situation. So I'm pleased I have got those two into the club now, because he does give us good competition with Dundo still coming on a threat, and he had a chance as well at the end, as well as obviously Omar, who's playing well as well. So Callum, you know, in the 3.5 weeks that he's been with us, his hold-up play is excellent. You can see in training he's a real natural finisher, and if he's given a chance, he will take it. So, you know, Callum, with his work rate, his fitness levels, he's come in, he's, you know, hasn't taken any time at all to get up to speed with the rest of the lads. So he's a big addition to the squad. Tanto, you know, slightly different, a different type of player to Callum, but absolutely. Right, so obviously the firearm disrupted me there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just touching back on Tanto, his pace, his willingness to run in behind, he stretches teams, as well as, you know, he's got a chance in them as well, and, you know, he had a couple of chances on Saturday. So Tanto, I was very, very impressed with his debut, won the penalty. So with both of them, as I said a minute ago, giving good competition to the other two to give me good options up front.
Fantastic. So let's talk about the next two very big games. Bromley's form has turned quite poor recently. We've been having a look at them in the last couple of weeks, and they've suddenly gone from being promotion contenders to mid-table into mid-table position. How do you assess that game? Especially, again, it's a big derby away from home at Hayes Lane. You obviously have big respect for them after their 2-0 win here. They looked a much better side that day. But can you look at that form and say we have a chance of turning them over here?
Yeah, you know, I thought we were a little bit unfortunate not to get anything out of the game. When we played them at home, I didn't think there was a lot between the teams that day, and you know, they're probably one of the sides who have, like ourselves, as well as several others, who have been on really good runs throughout the season and suddenly found themselves on bad runs, or vice versa. So, you know, he'll be very disappointed with their current run, but they've got good players. They've got a team that should and will be challenging, I'm sure, up the right end of the table, and I'm sure they'll get over this blip and start climbing soon. I just hope it's obviously not before Saturday, but you know, they're a good side that we respect, and like I've said to you previously, we'll do all our homework on Bromley and what they play, where they play, but the focus is back on us and you know, taking our chances and creating and saying the things that I said at half time that I wasn't happy with, and making sure we start the game right on Saturday with those points. Nice.
Alright, and on to Halifax on Tuesday. Obviously that game was postponed, rescheduled for this Tuesday. Since then they've lost the last two, but they have still been on a good run prior to that postponement against Sutton. So we're looking at a very big, rather big game for Halifax at home, but Sutton will be going up there with the hopes of continuing their decent away performances, I'm sure.
Yeah, you know, Halifax, as you just said, they have been on a really good run. Obviously they got beat at Torquay on Saturday. They've got Eastleigh, I think, away on Saturday, but
yes,
you know, they're two tough games with teams who want to be in and around the playoffs come the end of the season, so they're two big games for us as well. But you know, first and foremost, our focus is on Bromley, trying to get a result there to keep our little run going as well, to then, you know, change the focus onto Halifax and make sure we go and put a good performance and get a good result up there as well.
Right, let's talk about the team. There's a lot of things that have happened in the last couple of days since the match on Saturday. Would you like to confirm, obviously, Craig Eastman has recently had some news, I understand?
Yeah, well, yeah, he's obviously served his fourth game of his injury, fourth game of his suspension, yes. Against Barrow on Saturday. But he picked up the injury at Leatherhead in the Surrey Senior Cup, however many weeks ago that was, and you know, he's joined back in training and he's looking good, Eastie. But you know, it's Wednesday now, and it's a little bit touch and go whether he'll be involved Saturday. I think he's got a good chance, but we'll have to see a little bit later on in the week. It's probably a little bit too early to say now, so whether he'll come back, but he's certainly not far away, and he's got every chance of being involved on Saturday. Kenny Davis unfortunately won't be. You know, he went off, he saw a doctor, a specialist regarding a toe injury that he picked up in the first half, and it looks quite bad. I'd imagine he'd be out for a few weeks, but we're getting a second opinion and seeing a different specialist on Friday, which will allow a little bit further then. So apart from that, with obviously Tommy and Kenny definitely not being in the squad, Eastie's definitely got a good chance, and you know, touch wood, we don't pick up anything else this week.
That's good. Well, hopefully we'll have a good result on Saturday. We look forward to seeing you there, Matt.
Brilliant. Cheers, Ahmed.
Thank you.